It's about to go down.
Stop what you're doing because you're now tuned in to the hottest sports show on the planet.
You know who it is.
The Smith Xpress Sports Show, hosted by yours truly, Christopher C. Smith.
The Max Crosby trade, but by it being denied,
Oh,
should
Max
it be?
Crosby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think, first of all, that benefits Baltimore because 2 first-round picks is a lot anyway to give to somebody, and you got to pay him. So like you get that's a lot. Like to give for him now, and he injured. Like I mean, I'm sure
yeah.
they probably thought about it. Like, hey, we about to give him 2 first-round. Man, we got to get out of here. We got to renege on that. Like, so this what we gonna do? We gonna have a meeting with the doctors, and we just gonna say because they already knew. It's not like the information that they had it wasn't obtainable before he got there. Everybody knew, this guy was coming off of an injury, and it went like this and like that, and the timetable for him to come back. Now, granted, would a team would have liked to not have to rush a player onto the field, but when you're paying a player that much money and you're giving up that much to bring him in by him not even going to be able to play for a certain period of time, or you want to rush him back on the field, that's a lot. That's a lot to invest in a person and you got that. And you don't even know how he's going to be after the injury. He might be great, better, he might be just as good or worse. So, I mean, that's a big gamble.
Yeah.
That's a huge
For that
gamble.
amount of money and those picks, yeah,
Absolutely.
for
Two
sure.
first round picks, that's a lot.
Hell yeah, man.
No, that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like what? You think so at the end of the day, like how many games you got the Bears winning next year? If they won 11 this year, you think they're gonna win more?
I seen like the beginning of their season, and I was kind of like analyzing the first 3 games, 3 or 4 games, and I couldn't remember. I can't remember exactly the full season. I have to look at the record, who they play, who they match up with, but before I make that. But I would say, off of my memory, I would say probably 12 or 13 games.
No, man.
12 or 13?
Yeah, 12 or 13 games.
Yeah, you're right. You ain't trying to put no money on there.
Who ain't?
Oh,
You.
damn.
Why wouldn't I?
I bet
Damn.
$100 they don't. I bet $100 per game that they won't.
Per game?
Listen,
Damn.
first of all, I could do that. We could bet $100 every game, and I'm gonna win more than you.
That's a
All right.
possible
It's
13
only
right there.
17
All right, for
games.
13.
It's only 17 games.
But I
So,
doubt they're going to lose every single
yeah, I
one.
might
So,
lose. I might lose 3 or 4, but
yeah.
eventually, I'm gonna win more than I'm gonna lose. So, hey,
So
why
what?
not? We can do
So I
that
mean,
to
so what? You got them going back?
the playoffs.
Yeah, or further?
Yes, why wouldn't I? And look, they're gonna have a better record than Detroit. They're gonna have a better record than Green Bay. They're gonna have a better record than Minnesota.
Who
Yes.
did Detroit lose?
Lost everybody.
Oh,
Detroit has no team.
damn. Okay. So,
Like,
shit, they were good last year.
Yeah, they
no, they
was
weren't.
decent.
Hmm.
They was
I
all
mean, they
right.
were okay, but
Not the year
they
that they
weren't
went
nothing to talk about. Like
they went to the playoffs?
from where Detroit was, clinching the division, making it to the playoffs. Like Detroit was
That's
looking
what, that's what I'm
like
talking
they
about.
might be the next team
Correct.
to be make noise in the playoffs, and then they was ascending. Their ascension was every
Correct.
year they was on the move for like 3 years straight. Then all of a
Correct.
sudden last year, like last actually a little the season before, at the end of the season, like they kind of stepped back, and then after that it was just they ran
Downhill.
their course. It ran their course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because Ben Johnson, right? Ben Johnson left and they ain't been the same.
Well, few players left, coach left, I think a couple coaches left, and things just run its course, and before it blow up, everybody was just getting up out of there. They always say this. This is one thing I hear about a lot of people in the NFL. They like you got some coaches that love the players and know, what plays to play, how to develop talent, and you got some coaches that do that and they hold players accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And and them losing some of the coaches that they lost accountability
No.
to some degree, to where those coaches not only develop you.
Mhm.
And even like if you're a seasoned vet, like they still help you with, diet. They help you with, like, okay, look, you used to normally doing this exercise, try this exercise, try
Correct.
this trainer, try this, try this, try that. They watch you, and they dissect how your game can get better. And when you don't particularly look at the holes in the routes, and you don't dissect the defense, and sometimes you don't take what the defense gives you, you still go with what is written down. Like you got the letter of the law, and you have the eye test. Like, or
No, or the accountability of your
right,
team, bro. That's the most
because
important thing because
because
at
the
the end
letter
of
of
the
the
day,
law is the play that a coach write down, and y'all go through practice and train, and you practice these things. But
correct.
when you're on the field, and you see, oh, that defense ain't gonna let me do this, but you still do it anyway. Like,
Mhm.
that just goes to show, like, you don't have, you need a player, like, a coach that's going to develop you into being that player that sees this type of defense, and then you can go around it. Because, and that's accountability. You go, hey man, what was you thinking? You seen this defense, even though this is the play call. Why'd you still do this? What
But
what
look,
was you
No, I
doing?
hey,
see.
What
For
was you thinking?
me, the accountability would come from the team. That's for me, it's more like you're the wide receiver, I'm the quarterback, bro. I know you're dropping passes that you shouldn't be dropping because I know
Right,
you're better than that. I'm
right.
holding you accountable. That's how, as a
Right,
player,
right,
I
right,
hold you
right. But
accountable.
that's the thing, though. Those are the offensive coaches and the staff responsibility for that. Like, that's their job. Now, a quarterback can take it upon himself, and do those things, but that's when a lot of button heads come into the play, because that's just like a coworker. You work at wherever, and a coworker see you doing something, he just walk up to you and say, hey man, you shouldn't be doing this and that. Man, who is you to tell me
But
anything, man?
see,
I might hit you in the mouth, you know what I'm
but
saying?
exactly how you just
But if
reacted.
your manager come, you know
No,
what I'm
no, no.
saying?
Hold on. But even how you just reacted right now, or how you said someone would react, that's the problem. For example,
Oh,
think
absolutely, absolutely.
about the Baltimore Ravens when they were the shit. They had
Yeah,
Ray Lewis, they had a great save, they had a whole bunch of, but all of them, bro, looked at each other and were like, "Hey, we're going to war." There wasn't any of
yeah,
that. That
yeah,
if you miss a tackle, and I tell you, "Hey, bro, you missed that tackle," you're not gonna turn into a little bitch and be like, "Oh, what? Who are you to tell me?" No, bro, it would be like, "Damn, bro, you're right. That's my bad. I got it next time." That's
yeah,
the difference.
yeah.
You know?
Okay, so this is what I would say. Okay, this is what I like to see. I'm for an example. I like it and I don't like it. Okay, I like how, if when we was watching the Bears, and some of the players drop passes, Caleb Williams get mad and screaming and whatnot. I like to see that. But what I don't like is
Now hold on. Sorry, he was screaming at who? Like at himself or at the guy?
kind of both,
Okay. Okay.
subliminally, you know what I mean?
Copy that.
Subliminally.
Got
Yeah,
it.
so this is what I don't like. And it's like a bittersweet situation. Yeah, I like that, because then it makes all the players aware that he's trying to be locked in and trying to win, and he wants you, whoever did that, to not do that again, and
Correct.
to okay, in a sense, holding you accountable for what you did not
Sure.
do on the field.
Sure.
But
Sure.
I don't like it because there are times when he himself is the reason why those situations don't play out that same way,
Yeah.
and who is screaming in his face. Wide receivers ain't all over him. Oh man, this guy, you know what I'm saying? And that's out of respect, though, because they
No.
respect the position. Okay, we
Correct.
understand that
That's
you're
what
not
it is.
always going to see these things.
Correct. You
And
respect the
so
position.
right, right. That's exactly what happens. And it's like, that's what I don't like. So that's kind of why I would like to say, okay, listen, let's rally up. Listen,
Yeah. Yeah.
in a positive way, kind of like, okay, look, I'm not gonna scream at you for not
Correct.
dropping the ball. And if I do, I apologize. But listen, even I'm going to, not be that quarterback sometimes. And when I do
And I'm
miss
sure,
plays, I
bro.
want you to be the same way to me. This
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
way street. Then I would like it even more. You
Yeah,
know, because I
but
would
I'm
love to see a
sure.
wide receiver get in his face like, man, you better look, you know, such, such, such.
Correct.
I would love that. And he was like, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry, bro. And they hug it out. You know, I would love
Yeah,
to see that.
yeah, but you won't, because
Nah,
those are
I know.
conversations that are had in the locker room, and bro, and people ready to back them up because
Oh,
sometimes
I
that
already
shit
know.
gets
I already know.
serious, bro.
Because they can definitely get, man, we talking, first of all, these guys making millions of dollars. And they can make even more with incentives by, you know, getting so many yards, getting so many
Correct.
price plays,
Correct.
blah, blah, blah. You
Yeah.
know, and normally the quarterback, which is on that team, he might not be the highest paid, but he might be. I don't know. I gotta look it up. The highest paid player normally is the quarterback. So, you know, his position is like, you know,
Yeah. No,
secured. You know what I'm saying?
there's a hierarchy to it,
Right,
of
right,
course.
right. It's absolutely.
But
So hey,
And what's up?
look, how y'all feel about Cincinnati Bengals? You think they gonna make some noise?
Yeah. As long as Joe Burrow is healthy, they always got a good chance to make some noise. That brother can throw. I love Joe Burrow. I really love him.
Hey,
Like
what
my
about
top
Philly? Huh?
Philly,
Yeah, Philly going back?
not this
Or
year.
like, hey, and their exit so early was kind of messed up.
It
I kind of
was.
expected them to do more.
I was. And I don't think Saquon Barkley, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see him prove me wrong, but I don't think he's gonna be that when they won the Super Bowl, Saquon Barkley this
yeah,
next season.
how
I
many
don't think
more
so.
years do you think he has left?
Good years?
No, no,
I
no,
think
in contract.
Oh yeah.
contract,
I don't know how
probably
long they
two,
signed him. Oh, two
maybe
more.
two,
Okay.
maybe two. I think they only signed him. Was it a 3 year deal? So he probably got one. He might have 1 year.
Okay, something
I
like
can't
that.
remember. I know
Yeah.
I don't think it was a 5 year deal.
Okay.
I think it was a 3 year deal. So I think this might be his last season under contract, unless
Then, bro,
they
if it
restructured
is,
it or something.
if it is, I would say watch out then, bro. Because if it is his last year, this might be a year for him at least. I don't know about the Philly. I mean the Phillies, the fucking Eagles, but for him, I think if it's his contract year, bro, that guy when he gets put against the wall is when he does amazing stuff, bro. So if he
Yeah,
comes out,
yeah,
you know, with that heat, like, bro, this is it, or this might be my last one. I'm
Yeah.
going all out, bro.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think he got it in him anymore. I mean,
No,
he could, but I don't know.
no, no.
I
Of
mean, you
course,
know, running backs, man,
they take a
man, that's a
beating,
lot of
bro.
wear. Man, that's a lot of wear and tear, man.
Hmm.
Now look, so hey, another thing is look, the Patriots got after the Patriots made it to the Super Bowl this year, they got 11 draft picks. Do you think that they got what it takes? You like what are they missing to get over that hump? You think they'll be back as well?
Who?
The
The Patriots.
Patriots,
Yes. Depending
but
on who they match up with, they had an easy record last year.
right, but I'm saying if they
They
got
had an
11
easy
draft
road to the
picks,
playoffs and to the Super Bowl. What?
they got 11 draft picks coming up in this
Yeah, they
draft.
do. They
So
do.
like, what do you think they're missing that could get them over the hump?
Who did they lose though in your mind?
Nobody really.
Right,
Nobody
that's
like
Yeah,
nobody detrimental to their
because they
success.
correct. Because if they didn't lose a key piece with 11 draft picks, like you're saying, bro, all they're gonna do is tenderize everything. Shit is just gonna get
Nah.
better.
Listen, let
No.
me tell y'all something. They can get better, and
Uh-huh.
they will. They will. But just because you got 11 draft, you can have 30 draft picks and not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
can
no,
die
no.
with them. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
No, I
You
agree
can
with
have
you.
5 first rounders and be the last in the NFL. Like just because you got them,
Correct.
don't mean you can use them. Look at
No,
the Bears. Like man, we can look at the team. The Panthers, like the Panthers had first round picks and a bunch of picks all the time, and they ain't now. Last year they had a good team. Last year I ain't gonna say a good team. They had a decent team and they did what a lot of people did not expect them to do.
they going
yeah.
back.
But a lot of teams that we expected to do better that didn't do good, they were injured. Like injuries
Facts.
played the whole
Yeah.
league last year. Like a lot of the stars that we know of were injured. You know, wide receivers, quarterbacks to defensive end, like safeties. Like a lot of people were injured on a lot of
Yeah.
teams, and that affected a lot of teams. And that's how we seen the anomaly that we seen last year that we normally don't see.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of teams benefited from that like the Panthers, like the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots just played teams that. They should have beat, kind of in a sense. And I think that next season, I haven't seen their record yet because I don't follow them. But
Oh, the schedule.
I'll look at their schedule and see who they play and then come up with a better
They're in our division.
estimated.
They play
Oh
the
yeah,
Dolphins.
yeah.
They play
The Ravens, right?
the Dolphins. Shit, who the hell's in the Miami division?
Miami sucks, so
This bro,
they're
it's been
gonna win that one.
so
That's when they're gonna win. If they match up with Miami twice,
they're
if
gonna
they're in their
win that
division and
one.
they got to play Miami twice, that's 2 wins right
Who
there.
win? Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like they was playing a lot of teams that just was
Terrible.
yeah. You play a bunch of terrible teams. Yeah, your record is a reflection sometimes of who you playing.
Yeah, man. It's Patriots, Dolphins, and then two more that I can't freaking remember right now, bro.
Nah,
The,
it
the,
don't
Ra-
matter. Nobody cares about the division anyway.
yeah.
But
So like, hey, who do you think is gonna be the surprising team in this upcoming season?
the surprising team.
Yeah,
All right, I'm just say it like this, man.
the
The
Texans and
Bears.
come on. I mean, after the season that they just had, it's gonna be predictable.
The
I'm talking.
Bears. It don't matter. Listen, if we not talking about the Bears, what are we talking about?
No, I'm saying like
No, I'm
so.
just
Hey,
joking.
the Texans, like the Texans gonna be straight.
Yeah, the
The,
Texans.
the Ravens gonna be
Okay,
alright.
look. To be honest with you, these are the teams who, all jokes aside, these are the teams that I think are going to make the playoffs. Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, Chicago, Green Bay,
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
Detroit gonna be there.
did I say Buffalo?
Nah.
No,
Buffalo and
Bro, that's the thing. Buffalo too, though. They always get right there and then they lose, man.
Buffalo gonna make it there. I got faith. They just drafted. I mean, they just traded for a decent wide receiver. They got a good wide
Okay.
receiver. I think
Nice.
I believe in was it DJ Moore.
Okay.
He gonna be good. He gonna eat down there,
Jay,
man. He
why
That
did
gonna
the
eat.
Bears
quarterback is
let him
good too,
go?
bro.
I mean, first of all, you got to pay him, and I mean, really, we got some, Luther Burden, and we got Romeo Dunze, and we got Colston Loveland, who's a tight end, but we use him as a wide receiver sometimes. Like, I mean, and we still got our other tight end, so Cole Kmet. So I mean, it's like, I
All
mean,
right,
you
it's
and
gonna
you
be.
got two draft picks. I think you got a second round, and you got a
No, the Bears got 7.
no. I'm saying they got for him for that
Oh,
trade for trading him. So they freed cap space for him, and they got like two draft picks for him. So they
Mhm.
really won
Nice.
so what? Like in the Super Bowl, who's y'all prediction?
in the Super. Like who's gonna be in the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, that's
The
coming up.
Bears.
You ain't trying to put money on it. I ain't trying to hear about it.
Nah, I ain't gonna put money on that one.
Yeah,
Shit.
Not on
Look
man.
that
the
one.
money you're gonna make off of the 13, bro.
Hey,
Right.
yeah, right. I think though, and he cheap anyway. If you don't know him, he cheap, boy. He
Hell
cheap, boy.
nah.
He cheap.
Cause
You see his phone already
You know the
overheating.
Bears not gonna go.
His phone overheating. Look, he didn't even let you know he had his phone in the freezer too. So
From
his
Tambu,
freezer
that
ain't
was
even working.
hilarious,
That just
bro.
Man,
let
I
you
had
know
my phone
something.
in the freezer. I'm in
His,
the car.
That was
exactly.
funny.
That's how cheap you is, man. You brought your freezer with you.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
But
you
nah,
like, I'm
look.
gonna bring my freezer with me because my phone go overheat.
I
I
think
look.
Buffalo, bro, actually is gonna go this year, man.
Yeah.
And then whoever else
Ah.
makes it on the
Oh
other
yeah, I
end.
think LA gonna make some noise too.
Yeah. So what you?
It's a tight race though. I think a lot of teams are gonna be really good. I
This
think.
year should be a good season, then, bro. Maybe
Oh
I'll
yeah.
watch this year.
Oh, you
Hey,
should. Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna pay
tuning
some
in.
attention.
I would tune in because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Baltimore ain't gonna give up, man. Like Baltimore making
Man,
changes.
Baltimore, gee, that's real.
They
I don't
making
see.
changes. I got faith in Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Like and they just got a new head coach. Like I think man, like the turnarounds that is about to take place in a lot of teams, man. Like I feel bad for the Panthers. They just did good last year, man. They
But
about to look.
listen,
They
hey,
ain't gonna do that same thing with a lot of these teams getting better.
but look though, hey, I give Lamar Jackson about a year or two. If they don't shake nothing or make it over that hump, I could see him leaving or they end up trading him. I
Nah,
get I give about a year or two.
nah,
He ain't there for the rest of his career.
nah. Is
You
your
think they,
tooth in your mouth for the rest of your life?
huh?
Is your tooth in your mouth for the rest of your life?
Now that somebody knock it out,
He, I can see him retiring in Baltimore, man.
you think so?
Oh yeah, I definitely see it.
I just can't believe they got rid of that coach, bro. That's
I
crazy.
can believe it though, because
Yeah.
listen. He underachieved last year.
Oh,
He
But he
underachieved.
did
but
so
like
many
you
for the
said
previous
before, he
years.
put them in the playoffs almost every year, bro.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah, but you underachieving. Like when you underachieve, man, there has to be accountability held. Like and everything rolls downhill.
Yeah.
Like so before we, get to the players and get to the the lesser coaches staff, you got to
Mhm.
get to the you got to talk to the GM, you got to talk to the head coach, in that order. You know what I'm saying? Because the owners got people who he has a responsibility for the fans of
Mhm.
that team and to stockholders. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like, he has to answer questions too. Like, okay, so why did you do this? Why didn't you do that? He sees these questions all the time from these reporters and from these people. He coming to his car in the parking lot and they walking up to him or whatever. So okay, yeah, we got to do something about this. We underachieve to the point where we have to hold somebody accountable. And he
Nah,
talked to the
bro.
GM. And then the GM said, okay, I'm going to talk to the head coach. In fact, we're going to get rid of the head coach. Even though I have so much respect for the hardballs. Like,
No,
both,
it's what you said,
they're,
bro.
they're
It's not
legendary. They're
easy.
legendary.
It's not easy to get to the playoffs, and when you do it consistently, bro, that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you mean when you say failure. Like when they say, "Hey, bro, this year Super Bowl or bust."
Yeah.
So I get it, but still, at the same time, bro, that's a hell of a coach, and it's not like he did really anything wrong except underachieve in that sense.
Underachieve
He
is
gonna get
saying a
another
lot.
job though.
No, I get
He
it.
already has
He,
one.
where he at? Where he at?
He already has one, I believe. I think he in college right now.
Hmm.
Right. Come on now, that's a giant drop, G. From the
What?
pros to college.
Absolutely not. You smoking crack. Man,
Boy,
I
shut
thought you
up,
knew
man.
about sports, man. You smoking crack. Listen.
You wild, G. You be
Listen,
sniffing crack.
listen. No, no,
How?
no,
Come
no.
on, G. You a
No, real
top
talk.
coach at Baltimore Ravens every year. You come on, Jay. And the contract now you. Come on, bro. You can't tell me that ain't a giant
Some of
drop.
the coaches are making way more money than coaches in the NFL, bro.
No, but money. We're
Who?
not
It ain't a
talking money.
handful. It's only a handful.
Man, listen, they ain't getting paid too far. The coaches in the college, bro, especially the ones in the SEU. I like the SEU,
But
but
look at,
Right.
for example, damn, bro, this freaking coach that for Alabama that won the whole time, that did the Dolphins too. Fuck, what's
my
this?
coach, my coach, that was my coach,
Who is it?
Nick Saban, baby.
There you go. Okay, so let's take him
Come
for
on, man.
example. As a college coach, bro, the guy is legendary. Like,
Absolutely legend. I
but
love
in
Nick
but in the
Saban.
pros, not really.
No, man. I mean,
So that
things
teaches you,
happen.
man, that there's just certain men that know how to lead men, and there's
Yes.
men who know how to lead college guys. That's the
Okay,
difference.
so let me tell you
Right.
the
Look at
big
Bill
difference is
Belichick.
this.
Trash. Bill Belichick is trash in the college, and
I
say he
mean,
not.
it depends.
It
Like
takes a
well, a
while.
lot.
It
It
takes
takes a
a
lot.
while, bro.
No. It takes a while.
Sometimes it
No,
takes a
shut up.
while to turn a college team around to make them win.
Yeah,
You see
but
Colorado, buddy.
Yeah,
It took
you
him
see,
his second
Colorado is
year.
a huge is a huge example of that. Yeah,
I
he turned them around. Then what happened the following year when once everybody
Everybody
left?
got drafted and left.
Yeah, but it's up to you to draft and develop and to use the transfer portal to your expense to benefit the
Everybody
team.
was flying over there though, bro. Like,
Everybody flies all around
but
the
he didn't. I think he
college.
didn't set a hard enough foundation to where like you have badasses wanting to go here
That's
now. You know what I
my
mean?
point.